Packers, Philly off one of the best regular seasons in franchise history, tying a team record with 14 wins. 7-1 at home, 7 straight home wins to end the season. Few stadiums have a home field advantage quite like the Link.
It's electric. It gives me goosebumps.
What makes the fans different? They show a brotherly love like no other.
They love their Eagles. They bleed green.
If you don't know the words, you'll learn them real quick.
If the Eagles are playing at home, that means Sal Palantonio is in the parking lot. Sal, what do we need to know ahead of this one today with Green Bay?
Well, I was at practice this week, Greeny, watching Jalen Hurts. I was looking for 3 things. I was looking for his movement, and he moved with confidence and agility. I was looking for his ball placement and accuracy. How was he throwing the football? He was throwing it really well. And then his balance. He was really working on his balance and his footwork in practice this week, and he is a full go. Now, Nick Sirianni's message to the team, Big Ed, was don't make this game bigger than it is.
Sal, it's way too late for that. This game is bigger than it is.
We are at Big Ed's tailgate. Anthony, what do you got fired up here?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, let me have a Philly cheesesteak. All right, let's go. Oh, about to make Rex Ryan and Teddy Bruschi real jealous. But first, hey, John, let me see that football. Let's test out. Got to get the 68-year-old arm ready. All right, let's send it back to Greeny.
Oh, my God.
It's too late for that.
Big Ed is a star.
Attaboy, Big Ed.
When we say
awesome,
that,
Sal.
Sal is the best. There's so many things I want to dive into, but it jumped out at me when Shefty said it. Right at the beginning of the show, we've had so many conversations about whether or not the Eagles playbook would be limited today because Jalen Hurts is coming off the concussion. Would they limit the QB run and all of that? Shefty definitively said, and Sal just said it as well, everything is available to them today offensively.
That's exactly what I have my eyes on. Listen, he said it, Shefty, no limitations. Saquon has had an unbelievable year. This is one of the best offenses in football. The reason it is, though, is because of the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. All of this run game goes through him. He makes a decision on almost every single play, and that's what makes it so hard to defend. And this is exactly the play he got hurt on, right? And I know Sal said he looks great in practice. But listen, it's hard for me not to think that if I'm the Packers, I would much rather have this guy running it than Saquon. And in the words of our colleague, Louis Riddick, I'm touching him a lot, as often as possible, right? Like, again, see if he can handle a hit. Listen, this is the tush push. This is he plays a physical game.
The #1 short yardage weapon in the league in terms of the tush push. I mean, if you have delay in that, it's no longer 1st and 9, as Sirianni always says. And I'm looking to see how they start. Really, I mean, this is their perfect situation. Jalen was cleared of concussion protocol. They all got the rest that they wanted. They didn't go for the rushing record for this opportunity to win 4 straight. So how are they going to look coming out, Fred, is what I'm looking for.
You have to look at it. And they, like you just mentioned, you said Saquon. There's something bigger that we're chasing. You can't get that rushing record. This is the time. Put up or shut up. They got to go get it now. They got to start fast.
If you're a defender in this game and you know that Jalen Hurts is coming back, again, I mean, football is I'm not talking about anything dirty or malicious, but that was the term that Louis Riddick used was you're going to touch him. You're going to make sure he feels it. What is the mentality you take into this game if you're a defender knowing the situation with Hurts?
If he has the ball in his hands, he's got to get hit. That's just what it is. I know he's coming off the concussion, like you mentioned, nothing dirty, nothing out of in those sorts, but he's got to get hit. And, you know, I don't want Saquon touch it. I don't want him having the ball 30, 40 times in this game. If there's going to be a zone read option in this game, you have to take away the dive. You have to make Jalen pull it and see what he's about.
And I would say also defensively, when Jalen feels safest is when the running game gets going, and I've got Dallas Goedert healthy. He's healthy now. He actually played a little bit last week to get back from that knee injury. So Dallas Goedert and how he is at the tight end position, I think early on. Let's see how that is too.
Yeah, I think it's funny because you guys are looking at how they start. This team always starts slow, always. And that's if Green Bay's going to win this game, they got to jump on that fact. All right, this is one of the slowest starting teams in the National Football League. The Green Bay, you better jump on them while you can, get an early lead, and let's see what happens. When you do that, I think the key is going to be that quarterback, but flushing him out of the pocket. Jalen Hurts, get him out of the pocket. When you do that, he's not like these other great mobile quarterbacks. He struggles, especially to throw the ball. A lot of times he bails and throws it out of the, retreats and throws it out of bounds. That's what you got to do if you're the Packers. Take away that run, collapse that pocket, make him get outside, which sounds crazy, but that's what you have to do. Don't let him sit back there.
I want to see what this Eagles passing game steps in again, right? There's been some inconsistencies. He's had a couple weeks off now, obviously getting back from the concussion. Where are they at, right? You're going to, with this run game, you have to commit yourself defensively. Leaves a lot of one-on-ones, right? And A.J. Brown, you just can't guard him one-on-one. They don't have a DB that can. Devontae Smith, right? Can Jalen make the plays in the passing game, right, that obviously take advantage of those matchups?
Fred, you and I were talking about this earlier today about how sometimes with all those zone reads, we still need to get a defender underneath Brown because nobody can stop him on those slants. And if you're sitting back and firing those linebackers too early, you're never going to stop that. So to me, I think we talked about it. You almost have to hit a little pause, maybe deepen your alignment a little bit.
The linebackers, they got to take a step back. All right, they got to play with depth. They got to be patient, which it sounds silly because it's like, man, you're playing patient against Saquon Barkley. Are you kidding me? But that's what you got to do because if you let A.J. Brown start running those slants with space, see you later.
Yeah. All right, that's the middle of the 3 games today. Again, Wild Card Weekend now 6 games long. The final game will be tomorrow night, of course, and it will also be the final Manning cast of the season, one in which Eli will take.
Oh, yeah, and we've got the energy here on Film Wall today. Freddie's here with me. We're going to substitute Alex Smith out for Film Wall, but this is why. We got 2 backers here, and obviously the game that we chose to do our backer tracker on is Packers-Eagles.
Absolutely. The running back-linebacker matchup here in this game is going to be the reason why one team wins this football game.
And I'm going to take a linebacker. You're going to take a linebacker. Let me start. I'm going to start with Edgerrin Cooper,
Let's start with him,
the
man.
rookie out of Texas A&M, and why his play is so special. Okay, Edgerrin Cooper right here, rookie out of Texas A&M. Watch this. Look how he keeps his feet right there, his patience. And Fred, this is awesome for a young linebacker.
Absolutely. I mean, the feel for the game right here, when you're playing linebacker, you're playing running back. You got to match the path of the running back right here. He's in the A-gap. He's got to be able to rock back and flow with the running back.
And watch those running backs' feet right there. He's making the cut.
Feet are matched up perfectly. You see his feet staggered, rocking back, making a play on the
Then Coop makes the cut, and then boom, tackle on the loss right there. Great play by the young player. And also, he rushes the passer so well. You see him right here executing a pick stunt with his defensive lineman. The running back has to come and block him, but he knows. Nice left hand on the hip, stays in between the blockers. That's key because he knows once my looper comes around, the running back has to separate. He has great position in between the blockers to where he is now free. He makes the sack on Geno Smith for the sack.
Salute.
Sacks, tackles, celebrations. That's the type of linebacker I love, the rookie. But now you go show me the All-Pro on the other team.
Man, first-team All-Pro, Zach Bond, fellow first-team All-Pro, has had a phenomenal season. I mean, this guy's been all over the place. The thing I love about him, his instincts for the game, the field, playing at the second level in his first year, bumping with the wide receiver motion, making sure that he's in the right place. Now, but like I just said, you're playing running back. So I'm not going to just stay in the A-gap, all right? I'm going to make sure I rock back, and I make a great tackle on Josh Jacobs.
Nice.
Phenomenal running back, and Vic Fangio got these boys humming, man.
You got to get him to the ground.
Got to get him to the
Jacobs,
ground, man. It's going to take everybody. It's going to take everybody. It's a phenomenal running back, linebacker matchup like we talked about. And also, Zach's been phenomenal in coverage. All right, now he's out here on the outside edge. We got a 5-man pressure dialed up, sending to Kobe Dean. So we're going to be at the match 3 down the middle. And this is what I call a look search. My coach, Johnny Holland, man, he teaches me the best in the game. Look search. You're looking at Jordan Love.
Long way to go.
You're matching. You're searching up the receiver over in his route, the tight end over the middle. This is the part that I love the most right here about Zach Bond, though. All right? Hasn't been in this position a lot.
Nice position.
No panic. No panic. Play in the hands of the tight end. Reed Blankenship coming over the top, making a phenomenal interception on the ball.
Help your safety get a pick.
You help your safety get a pick. We all eat. And then we all go to the end zone, and we all celebrate with the little You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, Teddy.
That's what it's going to be about for this game, especially, Greeny.
Teddy has been telling me for years, if linebackers ruled the
Chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình.
Over the yard closer was Jermaine Matthews caught up with the receiver that time.
I think his left hand got on the hip
Rất nhiều sản phẩm
of the receiver on goal.
promo.
Respect for the Ohio State front by Sarkisian. It's been really tough to run the ball in from them.
Oh, yeah.
Against this defense.
What a route there by Golden with that injury. Worked it outside, did a good job of working back to the inside, and really the only thing Matthews could do was grab onto that hip.
Got some big fellas in the game. Kirk Barron, Sorrell, defensive lineman is in there. Jermaine Lole's in there to the left, playing the tight end. Jarrett Gibson is their short yardage back. He's got the ball. I'm telling you, you can try, but it's been tough to do.
Well, you got Hamilton in there. You got Caden McDonald, who's a great run stopper. Go back and watch that Penn State goal line stand. McDonald was all over it, making plays. JTT, they do a good job of the interior getting down low. And then you have these edge guys that are able to get off of blocks. It just makes it really tough to run the football down here between those tackles.
That's what we're talking about. Penn State had 4 cracks from like the 3-yard line. Yep. Could not get it in.
Yep.
2nd and goal. Pitch on the edge. Strung out. Drop for a loss. Huge play. Ransom and Hancock got there.
Well, Chris, how many times do we got to talk about the instincts of this guy right here? Caleb Downs, able to find a crease in the offense, able to get back there. That slows down Wisner. There's the rest of those scarlet jerseys flying to the football.
That might be the play of the game if Ohio State holds on to win. 7-yard loss. They're at the 1. Now 3rd and goal from the 8.
Watch these two right here. That's Golden and Moore.
Ewers deflected at the line, and it falls incomplete.
Well, Jack Sawyer's on the offense is right, but works to the inside to affect Ewers. I thought JTT on that side may have impacted that throw, but instead it's Jack Sawyer once again getting his hand on a football. Here we go.
A 4th down touchdown pass in the last quarterfinal round got him here. It's not do or die, but it's close for Ewers. Pressure comes. Sawyer knocked it out and picks it up. Jack Sawyer headed down the sidelines. Ohio State scoop and score and dagger from 82 yards. You can't script this. Roommates, when Ewers was at Ohio State, he spoils his dream with that strip sack and touchdown.
And how fitting for what this team's been through this entire year. This is a veteran defense, and nobody embodies that more than Jack Sawyer, the senior at 6'5", 260, who grew up in Columbus, Ohio, lifelong Buckeye fan. With the game on the line, he makes the play that could send Ohio State to the national championship.
All season long, Ohio State's goal line stands have been an enormous part of their story here. We said fewer things are harder in college football than getting the ball across the goal line against the Scarlet and Gray from in close. And Ransom, Hancock combining in that tackle for loss was huge.
Absolutely. Let's just show you where he is on this outside. He's been doing it all year, been doing it tonight. Able to get around Cameron Williams, that dip, the bend before Ewers, his former roommate, can get the ball out. He strips it. And as you said, athletic, big dude can run all the way to the end zone.
Captain Jack with the house call. Ohio State closing in on the championship game. Will Howard,
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Video ngày hôm nay của mình sẽ là video này đây. Nhiều quá, không biết làm gì đây. Rất nhiều những sản phẩm mình đã chuẩn bị để chuẩn bị promo tặng tất cả các bạn đây.
Refresh your senses with a wave of tropical lime flavor. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Do the do.
Và đồ dùng đi theo mình là hộp xăm một của mình đây. từng một rất nhiều tuyệt vời nha. Các bạn nếu các bạn thấy hay cùng mình tương lai nữa thì kênh nha.
Yeah, we cook. We actually cook it. It's naturally raised, no artificial anything. It's not frozen. It's never frozen. Never. Ever. Ever. No. No. It's Chipotle. No freezers. It's really fresh.
Hey, get off your... Show off. Mountain Dew.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big step.
How about the Knicks? Their offense is clicking.
Straight to
Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George.
They're starting to win games.
When we talk about the Heat culture, there's very few franchises that can match that.
LeBron is still one of the best players on the planet.
This time is different. Knicks, Sixers, Heat, Lakers on ESPN.
There's never been a path to a national championship like this. As the final teams take the field, everyone will know this one is bigger. And in the end, one team will have done something no other team in the history of college football has ever done. The College Football Playoff National Championship, Monday, January 20th, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN.
You could just watch ESPN, but why not tap in? Tap into peak fandom. Tap into who's hot, who's who, and who's got the takes. Tap into fast friends. Tap into the thing that becomes your thing, that becomes everything. Tap into an entire world of sports.
Yeah, what's funny is a lot of people don't know Quinn was my roommate when he was here. So me and Quinn, we have a good friendship, and I'm excited to play against him. He's a great player, had a great year, had a great career at Texas.
Sorry, it's just business, nothing personal.
Nah.
What a play. They hadn't had a sack in a long time. They hadn't had a sack in the second half at all. It's an 83-yard scoop.
Look at that, man. Look at that emotion, dude. That's college football right there. How great is that? God, that's great.
Will Howard in his life may have never been that fired up, right? Wow. Holly?
Jack Sawyer grew up near Columbus. He is a Buckeye through and through. His entire